When it comes time to add some more horsepower to your EFI muscle car, you might be surprised at where power is hiding. Granatelli Motorsports has developed a unique product in the market, upgraded coil packs, which increase horsepower, torque, and fuel economy. Since they are such an easy upgrade, Power TV decided to test a 2003 SVT Cobra and see if these Granatelli coil packs were for real.
Once again, Granatelli Motorsports has come up with a new and innovative product that will not only increase the horsepower in your car, but may also increase the fuel efficiency as well. I'm Melissa Lawrence with Power TV, and we are here in Oxnard, California, at the home of Granatelli Motorsports. What we're talking about today is Granatelli's brand new coil packs. As you can see, they don't look much different from the OEM part, but because it's what's inside that counts, we're going to put it on this 2003 Cobra and see what difference it makes. Keep in mind, the performance output of the coil packs depends greatly on the setup of your vehicle. We can tell you that it will increase the power to the spark plugs by about 400%. This means you can expect an increase in about 15 to 35 horsepower, depending on your setup. Now let's get started.
Our Cobra was equipped with an aftermarket Roots-style supercharger, as well as full exhaust and other modifications. We needed to get a baseline run, so we started off by strapping our Cobra to the dyno. Once the roller stopped spinning, we saw impressive power from the supercharged modular engine, 485 horsepower and 458 foot-pounds of torque. The mechanics are starting to get the Cobra ready for the swap, so let's take a closer look at the coils. The Granatelli coil packs are a direct OEM replacement for the stock coil packs and are even OBD2 computer safe. How they work is that they increase power output at the spark plug up to 400% over stock. This is accomplished by a patent-pending 0-ohm wire and a solid stainless connector cable. You can compare the stock wire to the Granatelli coil, and the difference is immediately visible. Granatelli offers these upgraded coils for 2, 3, and 4-valve Ford modular engines, and also for Chevy and Dodge applications. Our mechanics are moving quickly. After the intake tube is removed, the valve cover spacers were unbolted, revealing the factory coils. The Granatelli coils are an OEM replacement and just drop into the cylinder heads with no modifications required. Just snap together the Granatelli connectors and you're ready to go. We reinstalled the valve cover spacers, intake tube, and bolted everything up. All in all, it didn't take more than an hour to complete the installation and to get our snake back on the dyno. We were expecting solid results, as Granatelli had told us that these coil packs were ideal for supercharged, turbocharged, and nitrous cars, where spark blowout from the weaker factory coils occurs regularly.
We just witnessed an increase in 17 horsepower and 19 foot-pounds of torque just from adding this Granatelli coil packs to this 2003 Mustang. Now, with all of Granatelli's great innovative products, you would expect that they'd have a team of 50 engineers working night and day. But all of their great ideas come from one man, Mr. J.R. Granatelli himself. J.R., can you tell me a little bit about what makes these coil packs so special?
As a Mustang enthusiast, I learned early on that the factory coil packs really couldn't keep up at the high RPMs. Although they do have 20,000 volt output, which is a tremendous amount, under hard driving, especially when we increased the boost, the coils just couldn't keep up. So what we did is we increased the windings by about 400%, which yielded us about a 300% increase in output. So we went from 20,000 volts to 60,000 volts. And now we have a coil that will consistently output and will not what's called saturate. And by doing so, we typically can pick up about 20 horsepower.
Now, what do you think about the numbers we just picked up today on this Mustang?
Well, this is pretty indicative of what most of the forced induction vehicles pick up. I mean, we've seen as high as 30 on like 700 horsepower vehicles, and typically we've seen as low as maybe 12 on a real stone stock vehicle.
Now, is it just the Mustang that you make the coil packs for, or do you make them for other vehicles too?
Well, actually we make it for Ford, Chevy, and Dodge. The Fords are typically called coil on plug, and in that case we make it for, like we talked about, we have a 3-valve, the 2-valve, and even the 4-valve. Really, we have it for anything Ford, because Ford has now taken this coil and really standardized it for other vehicles, which makes it great for the consumer.
Well, it sounds like you have a great new product on your hands. For more information on the Granatelli coil packs or to purchase one for your high-performance vehicle, go to granatellimotorsports.com.